Oh, there we go.
The algorithm's about to mess me up real quick.
How that sound? That sound good?
That's amazing, bro. Don't
Mic
even...
check 1 2 1 2.
Who is this?
Mic check
EP&D
1
is
2
back
1
in
2.
business. Yo, AWOL podcast. You already know what it is. We back out here.
You.
I just did my homie Bobby Krill's podcast, Heart of the City. Go check him out on YouTube. That's BOBBYCRILLZ. Bobby Krill's on YouTube. Subscribe to his channel in general. He has a lot of dope episodes. He had a King Apache on there. Shout out to King Apache. A lot of people. I was just on there. Latest episode. And it was dope. Super dope. I haven't thought about breakdancing memories in a minute. But super dope. Super dope. But go check that out. I'm glad you're here. If you watch that one and you watch this, you already know what it is. Like, share, subscribe. It is what it is. If you do, you do. I appreciate you. If you don't and you just listen to it for free without subscribing, ain't no love lost. Anyway, I'm back with one of my probably my most frequent guest on a podcast. Other than my brother T, which...
TNT.
Yo, I need to have
Terrence and Tony
on the same time. We need to do that.
TNT.
B. We need to do that.
TNT. Because we could talk about all kinds of shit. See, you can't go Marvel, but me and him, we can go Marvel.
I'll sit back and let y'all. I'll sit
so
back.
we can have fun.
Oh, I'm gonna set that up.
We could have fun.
I'm gonna set that up. I'm gonna finish my intro, right? Because check it out. I'm gonna give you your respect and your flowers because you're always here. And every time I ask you to come through, you pull up. I don't know how many episodes he has been on, but I respect him every time he's on here. I love our discussions. Sometimes we bump heads, but guess what? That's freedom of speech. I love it. Both of us can get our skills up with debates because if you debate him and I'm not in the room, good luck. If you debate me and he's not in the room, good luck. Steel man, straw man, devil's advocate, good luck. But with that being said, once again, my homie ain't in the building.
What up?
Yes,
what
sir.
up?
So now, it's been 7 months. You already know. I took a break.
Has been?
Yeah, for me.
Oh,
On the
okay.
pot, not me and you. It's probably
What was happening 7 months ago?
Oh, you know what? You were the last episode I did.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, you were the last one, and then I took the 7 months off, and then I
Oh,
came
damn.
back with the solo one. Hashtag where were you?
Uh-huh.
Because I was like, I'm over this.
Okay,
It's
so
a
what the
lot.
hell was happening 7 months ago?
It was just a lot. I had work. I bought a couple motorcycles.
No, I ain't talking about what happened in 7 months. I'm talking about what was happening 7 months ago.
Oh, so who knows? They're gonna have to go back.
Fly.
I got a couple flies in here.
Yeah.
Oh man, we might as well be in Puerto Rico. Being a little gnat never hurt
fly.
nobody.
This motherfucker keep coming around.
It's all right. Let him live, bro. That's that. Ooh, Mr. Miyagi, baby. Let him live. He good. Don't worry about it.
That's funny.
It's the only fucking.
Damn, so what the hell was happening 7 months ago? Can we look it up? Let's look it up. Google that shit.
Let's go.
Hey Siri, what was happening 7 months ago?
All right. Let's check that. But while I Google that, explain what you've been up to, yo.
Nothing, just freaking trying to grow, trying to build, get this real estate thing. The real estate market is a fun market.
You did, right? You got a real estate license now?
Yeah, so
Yo,
there's
don't leave
that.
me hanging, bro. That's crazy.
So there's that. You know what I'm saying?
That's staying in. I'm not
help
editing
you
that out.
out. Help you. That's all right. Help you get a house if you need one. Tell you how it is. Tell you what you would need to fix it. You know what I'm saying? People don't know that. Like, that's a lot. Because you got to talk to somebody else. And it's like, yeah, but how much is it going to cost to replace this wall? Well, right now, the price of lumber is $10 a 8-foot section. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And then you're like, all right, so you need freaking 30 feet. So, you know what I'm saying? So we need three.
Right.
Need 3. And it's like, you know, you could do the math on what it costs to fix it. And it's like the labor, right? So it's like you pay for people's expertise. So if you're doing this and you know what you're doing, You like, yo, I've been doing this for 30 years. Like, I know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, leave me alone. I'm gonna knock this shit out, get it all nice and clean, and be out your way.
Right.
Quick and easy. But people be mad because they're like, they want it quick, easy. They want certain things. It's like, sometimes you gotta deal with the now. You know what I'm saying? And like, focus on now, what you're working with now to move on.
Right.
But this market is crazy.
Right now.
You know, shit going crazy over asking. Something's going under asking too. But it's all over. You know what I'm saying?
Rates right now,
the right buyers, the right sellers, the right time.
That's the thing.
We
can go on markets, right? Right now, high interest rates. There's not enough houses on the market. So, therefore, people are like, I'll pay over. But then the interest rates, people are like, I'm not buying shit.
No, exactly.
So you're in like a little.
No,
like,
exactly.
ooh.
Because it's like exactly that. You want to buy a house or you want to sell your house, but the interest rates are crazy. So, you know, when you sell, you're going to be paying crazy interest rates for another house, depending on what you're willing to do, right? If you're willing to fix the house, you could buy your shit, get it fixed, have equity built into it when you walk in day one the way you want it, but people don't want to do the work. They don't want to sit there and sacrifice 3 months of construction to get their dream house, even if it's for right now. You're getting your shit.
His ass?
Not at all.
Bro.
Oh, you got it?
To all my vegans out there, I'm sorry. Yo, I'm Mr. Miyagi though.
Who knows?
Yo, stop playing with me, dog. Shout out to Bobby Krills on us. Once again, I just got to give him another shout out. But, bro, this is what I do, bro. My hand-eye. So I caught that gnat? Stop playing with me, son. Listen. No, but you're right. That's the problem. It's not a problem. It depends what people's pockets are like, I feel like. If you have enough pockets to buy a crib right now with a 6.7 interest rate, and you're praying, if you got pockets, you go, I'm going to buy this crib at a 6.7 because I'm getting it for cheaper already off rip because the interest rates are so high. But then I got pockets deep enough that 3 years, 4 years, 5, 10 years, when the interest drops to 3, I refinance. And I'm killing the game.
Exactly.
But your pockets gotta be deep, and you gotta be smart.
You gotta control. You gotta control that time. You gotta control that time. So you're working. So I'm saying, so you're working to get that extra year, the 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 10 year, whatever it is, till you get to where you gotta go.
Right.
You're doing what you gotta do to get to that spot.
So now that you got your real estate license, you're a licensed realtor. You're good. You're Gucci. You could sell. Whatever.
I could sell. Right? I could tell you how much. I can give you an estimate on what it might cost to fix the house.
2 or 3K loans.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
FHA, conventional, all that.
Help you. Take a little bit of time. You got to wait anyway. So how about you take the time, 3 months. You do the construction. The interest rate might drop, and now you're getting more house for less money. Now you're sitting on more equity, and you're getting it cheaper. You know what I'm saying? So now you're saving some more money. You thought you was coming in spending $3,500. Now you're coming in spending $3,100. So now you're saving some money. You know what I'm saying?
Adds up.
Yeah.
So now.
And then when you refi, you get getting more.
So now, if you had to, even though you're fresh in the game as far as the shit, really, as far as licensed. Whatever that means. I respect. I'm not degrading your license.
I've been studying houses for a long time.
Right. So that's what I mean.
Studying business, so it's like
right. So when I went license, it's like you act like my homie hasn't been doing
exactly.
That's
like I've been doing my research. I've been around the country. I've seen markets. I've seen different different stuff.
You were
the housing market.
Man.
Yes, the housing market in Charlotte. I saw that. The housing market in Kansas City. What each city was like, what you know what I'm saying? Being
Cali,
on KCK, being on KC Mo, exactly. So
you've been everywhere.
So I've seen the markets. So I'm like, all right, you say your house is worth this much. Well, here's what the market's telling you your house is worth. I don't want to disrespect you. I don't want to hurt your feelings. I want you to get the top dollar. But sometimes top dollar ain't what we think it is. You know what I'm saying?
You might, because you're emotionally attached to this, but
exactly.
The person buying it don't give a shit.
Exactly. The market's like, well, exactly. And the person's like,
or the market.
Yes, exactly. Right. Either way. So it's like the person buying it is like, nah, bro, fuck your 300,000, fuck your 500,000, fuck your 1 million. I don't want it. It's like it ain't worth that. It's worth 750. I'll give you 750. You thought you was getting 1.2 million. You're getting 750. And I'm like, just what it is. Your wiring is from fucking 1900s. It's old. It got to get redone.
Right. Just
You know what I'm
because you
saying?
got
So it's like-
an in-ground pool,
Yeah.
2022 in-ground pool, cool. Your electrical is shit.
Exactly. It's like everything from the house is from the 1900s. We
It's
got to
that
fix
intricate.
So exactly, but people don't understand it. They don't get
yeah,
that.
They're emotionally
Yeah.
tied. You can't knock them though.
No, but you
for
know
being
what?
Emotionally tied to
But
their houses,
I'll tell you what though. Some places deserve it. Some places, I sit there and I'd be like, yeah, if I lived here, fuck you. You couldn't pay me enough. Or
So wait, time out. If you lived there, you couldn't pay you.
yeah,
enough
like
to
no,
stay
yeah,
or
no,
leave?
to leave. Like I understand why some people own something and they say, you know what, you couldn't pay me. And like, how much could somebody pay you to get out of here right now? Right? You'd be like, yo,
You're gonna have to pay me a lot.
right? Exactly. You could jump out the window, but you know what? Fuck you. Right now in today's market, you want to buy me out? $3 million. And they be like, you're bugging. I'm like, yeah, I might be, but until you come up with $3 million, don't come talking to me because I ain't selling. I ain't selling.
And you better hope I am not on the line to gentrification. Because first of all, I don't like gentrification. Fuck you, bro. I'll be the last house on the block. If this rich dude
That's what I'm saying.
want to go out and buy every broke person out because they're like 50 grand to 100 grand, I'll be the last house on the block that you get out. And then we're going to have to take this to court. You're going to have to pull some slick shit. My uncle's a lawyer and pull an eminent domain on me.
Not even.
Right? I'll be the last house. One dude sold for 50. The next dude, it's like NFL. The next dude was like, I want 100. They gonna give him the 100.
No, I get it.
And then guess what? I'm there like, you're gonna have to give me $1 million for a house that's
You
worth
Ted
340,000.
Yeah, exactly. You
Because
Ted
guess what?
DiBiase
You're
that shit.
Yeah.
You like, fuck it. Everybody got a price. And you know what? Here's my price. And if you really want to buy me out, this is what it's going to cost.
And if not, you're gonna build your condo around me.
Yes, exactly. I will be your fucking courtyard. That okay.
That's it.
I will be the house in the courtyard.
Facts.
You be like the Kenny house in the courtyard.
You know what
Kenny
I'll be?
courtyard, motherfucker, because guess what? That's what you building your big ass apartment around. Because you can't pay me enough. I want $30 million
Guess what?
for the $300,000 house.
You know what I'll be? I'll be that little grave site at AMC Theaters on Route 1. Just a random tombstone. You see
Mary?
that?
Yeah.
Yo, I don't
Mary?
even know what that is, but that's another
Yeah, no,
episode.
it is there.
You know what it is?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's somebody's grave.
Why though?
Because it was there. They were buried there and it stayed there and
And they just built a movie theater around
they
it.
built around it.
But everybody gave up except her family.
And it's there.
And they were like, nah,
But
dog.
who's going to take... But do you really want to relocate the dead for what?
They relocated everybody but her.
Did they though? Or
Everybody's gone.
Maybe she was the only one there. Did they take people out? I don't know.
We gotta.
Did they take people out?
We're gonna find that out on the next episode. We're gonna come.
Did
back
they
with
take
those-
people out,
No,
or
on
did
the
they, or was she just buried there and they built around it? Like, what if that was my fucking yard? I buried my wife in the backyard.
Right. Or-
You said you want to. You said I'll buy your house, and I was like, all right, fuck it. You gonna buy my house for $200 billion? And they're like, well, here's your $200 billion, and I'm like, yeehaw. Right, and Mary gonna stay in the back,
Right. Or
because and you put that in the deed because here you could put deed restrictions, so you could buy this house for $300 billion, and Mary can't be dug out. And Mary has to stay there, and Mary has to stay there.
Or did everybody be like, yeah, fuck it, resume my grandma. Fuck, this bitch is gone already.
Yeah, but
right?
the deed
Or
restriction
was
is
she
a
was
deed
like,
restriction.
we go, you know what? We could do this for another 20 minutes, and let's fall back. We're gonna do some more research on that because that deserves more research because we're talking out of our ass right now. 'Cause we're just guessing at this point. But we both acknowledge that it's there, and every Jersey person, New Brunswick head, AMC theaters used to be Lowe's, right? Then it went AMC. There's a grave there in the back parking lot. But anyway,
Yeah.
I don't know how we got there. I think we were talking about eminent domain,
Yeah,
gentrification.
selling my house.
There you go.
Selling your house.
Gentrification.
Like you don't have
I'll be
to.
the last one on the block.
And you could but you can put deed restrictions on your property. So you can say this corner lot has to be safe for wildlife, and I want the birds to grow here.
Let
And
them
have-
live
Yeah.
out there.
And that's
So
what they
now-
got happen.
With the market being the way it is, right? Let's go down 9 miles off the ski slope real quick. Let's take another trail. Now, with the market being the way it is, and the housing is one thing, what do you think as far as inflation rates with groceries, cost of fuel, regular life, not housing. We already did that.
Yeah.
That's one issue. If somebody wants to buy a house, that's cool.
Yeah.
But a lot of people go, I could afford it, and then it goes lights, electric, gas, food, car, insurance, eggs, milk.
Yep.
So
That's why I was offering my shit one price, because it's easier to manage. Like,
offering what at one price?
no, like that's why when people find certain spots for certain prices, when it's all bundled in, it's a commodity, because it's happy. You're happy because you're like, oh, I can pay $2,400 for rent, and that's garbage, water, sewer, everything.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Like an HOA type of
situation. Almost right. But it's just like, I want to say almost rent control, but it's not, right? It's just that you know that you have one bill for all your living expenses.
Yeah, but that doesn't account for food.
No, I know that. Well, that's different, of course. I'm talking about utilities. Like, living and utilities are your most basic of living expenses. So aside from that, you need water and then food, right? So like, once your shelter is locked, you're good to go. Like, now you could live. How you live is up to you, but you got your shelter locked. So that's why I say, like, you own your spot. Fuck it. If you want $5 million for this spot, that's what you want, because build around me.
Right. I get that.
You know
but
what
I'm saying, to the average person, that is just, this is my question to you. As far as the housing market, as crazy as it is, but let's say people can or cannot, or assume that they can afford the mortgage at
It depends on the housing. So like, when you're looking at that, it depends on many variables. So the mortgage amount, the interest rate, how much you already have debt, how much debt is getting cleared, like all these things matter. So it all factors in. So it varies for everybody else, because somebody with higher credit rating could have a lower rate, or they might have half a point less than somebody else with another rate. So
facts.
It all varies. So it's hard, you can't just be like, how much would I be paying a month? And that's the thing, is that people come into an idea that, oh, I'm going to be paying this much a month. And then once all those factors get factored in, they're like, oh, shit.
What are those factors?
That's what I'm saying. The interest rate, the debt to income ratio, the credit score, like all these things that affect how much your price is going to be.
Yeah, but
the
that's
taxes,
all into the mortgage.
the taxes, right? So all that's factored into the mortgage.
Right.
So when you look at a house, you go somewhere, $10,000 taxes, $8,000 taxes, that matters, because that's your payment fluctuates a couple $100 from those two,
School district, everything.
Yeah, exactly. So all these factors is what dictates.
So this is what I'm saying. This is my question. Once, let's say we give somebody a concrete answer on.
You'd be like, all right, so if you meet these factors, you could pay $2,500 a month to own a home.
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
I'm out here, bro. Listen, I sold speakers.
That's a good idea.
I sold speakers at the side of a van.
Think
bro.
about it, right?
G, dog.
Apartment complex, right? Think about it. You're like, hey, listen, come to this apartment. You have this much space, this much, this. $2,500 a month.
Sit.
Do whatever you.
There's no more like.
That's it. You got nothing else to pay. You just paying this, and you do it. Whatever you do, you get your food. How you get your food? That's a good idea, yo.
I'm telling you. This is what I'm saying. Food, clothes, shelter. It's the revolutionary RBG, red, black, and green, real black guns, rice, beans, and gravy, revolutionary but gangster, RBG, revolutionary state of mind, food, clothes, shelter. If your shelter is $2,500 a month, right? Cool. But my question was, when a lot of, not my question, my statement, and also how you feel about this. A lot of people go, how much is this crib? $2,000 a month. And they go, I make $2,400 a month. And I go, oh yeah, you could afford the shelter, but you get left with $400. Now, are you single? Are you a couple, no kids? Couple with one? Couple with two? Are you a single mom, single dad? What does it do? Right. So let's say you get your shelter for $2,000. You got $400 left over. How much is food? Who you feeding? And who are you clothing? This is my thing. No disrespect to real estate agents and my sister, because like I said, I sold speakers out the side of a van. I think I will pay for that karma for the rest of my life, because I got people to give me money that they should not have spent, because my gift of gab is so good. I had people giving me their last dollar thinking they were coming up. And I will go to my grave with that karma, and I accept it for what it is. Life was life. I was on some wild spree shit. I said, fuck it. I was on some fuck it. Mm-hmm. I was listening to Reasonable Doubt, even though the album was super old. But I broke up with Shorty. I moved to Fort Lauderdale, Coconut Creek. I'm out here chilling, selling speakers in Brooklyn, upstate New York. I didn't give a fuck. Yeah. But I understand that I was taking bread from people that should not have spent it. Yeah. And I feel like the real estate market, and not you. I'm not putting this on you. I'm saying the American dream of people like, $2,000 a month, I got that. I make 24. It's like, yeah. But you're not going to be able to feed your kids once the water bill come through and everything else. So now, how can you, or how can I word this? Because I understand you're going to want to get your money, and I respect that, because if I sold speakers out the side of a van, you're going to sell a house to whoever want to buy it, and that's on you to buy it. But now, do you have a little bit of you can't afford this crib, B?
I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't want to fucking like. I don't care. I don't care if
I'm not talking shit on either.
No, I know.
But before you answer, I'm not judging, because I fucked up. So say whatever you want to say.
Listen, I know what you're saying, and that's what I'm saying is that I personally don't care.
You need to relax.
I don't care to benefit off your shit, right? Like, if you want to buy a house, I want you to buy the house that's what you want. I don't care. The commission don't matter to me. So if it's like, fuck it, I'm going to make 0.5 point commission. Fuck it, that's what it is. Because you got your dream house, and that's what I want. I want you to understand what you're getting into, know all the factors involved, see what you're dealing with, and knowing that, you know what, I make $2,000 a month, and I got $400 extra, but I'm going to make this $400 work. And I'm going to pay my mortgage, I'm going to pay my $200,000, and I'm going to feed my family with the rest of the $400. I'm going to do whatever I got to do with what I got left.
Facts.
And I'm gonna multiply that 400. That 4 is going to be 8. That 8 is going to be 16. That 6 is going to be 32, 64. It's going to keep growing. So you could work with that, but you got to believe that you could work with that. You got to say, all right, sorry, kids. You thought we was going to Chuck E. Cheese today, but we're not going today. Today's not happening. Maybe next week. Next week comes, you good. Let's go. We're going to Chuck E. Cheese. Have fun. Have a ball. Get 2 cheese pizzas, whatever, right? Some days you got to struggle. Some days you don't. But it's up to you to move forward and get it done. So if you buy your shit, I'll tell you what. I bought my house. I was like, yo, if I don't have one tenant, I'm fucked. I'm losing this house next month. I don't care. It is what it is. And
it's a 2-family.
Yeah, and since day one.
And one would have put you under.
One. Just one. I would have.
Even if you had one, you mean?
If I had, no, I needed at least one.
At least one. All right.
If I didn't have, if both were empty, I was done.
You was done.
I was done. The house is, and it's getting taken. Whatever. It is what it is.
And so, you was ready. You was ready. Like, I'm gonna take this
I don't give a fuck.
I'm chancing it.
I'm not taking this L. That's the point. I'm not taking this L.
Right.
Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna take my $400 a month and I'm gonna flip it. So fuck it. I gotta get this $50 phone because I need to be on the phone so I can get these contacts, and you know what I'm saying? So I gotta do that. So you work it out. You thug it out. I'm gonna pay this buy these groceries. I got $60 a week, $100 a week on my budget for food. And then it grows, right? Because you're gonna keep hustling.
And you a dad.
Yeah, so I said, fuck it. This is what I want, so I'm gonna get it. And I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna lose. I can't lose. Though. I can't lose. So
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? So now it's like
yeah.
gotta keep moving, gotta keep doing what you gotta do, right?
Shit.
So Now I'm reflecting. Thinking about it. I'm like, yo, I packed up all my shit in a trailer, went to Texas, did what I had to do, packed that shit right back up, and came the fuck back. And did what I had to do, right?
Home, dog. I don't know what you doing.
Nah, I don't know about if Jersey's home, but Jersey's
home base.
You know, home base. There you go. Jersey's home base.
It's
yes.
home base.
Jersey's home base right now, right? So it's like, yo, but I packed up and bounced, and I packed up and came back.
You came back.
I came back. Oh, you know
I'm
what?
Out here. Don't touch me. I'm out.
Check it. What?
I'm not it.
I came back upgraded, right? So I left with my trailer. It died on me half the way.
Listen, I think we talked about it.
No, I know we did, right? So 7 months ago,
that was
right?
one of the best episodes ever.
So
that
check
was
it out,
one
right?
of the best episodes ever.
So check it out. This was all right. So it was a little bit more than 7 months ago, right? So we maybe like 16 months deep.
Go back, go find all his episodes, and you'll understand what we're talking about.
So check it out, right? So boom. I'm about I left to Texas. At least I'll tell you what. Now I think about it. I left to Texas and I came back upgraded, right? Because I had an open trailer. I had an open trailer, beat as fuck. This shit conked out on me in Virginia. Had to drop that bitch off in some random ass spot. Right? No, yeah. So we ain't even talking about that yet. We ain't even talking about that part yet, because that's part of the 7 months. That's part of the 7 months that you've been gone. Where you at? Right? So
where were you? Where were you last episode? Check it out. I'll let you know what happened.
So yeah, I left.
Shit.
And I came back upgraded.
Man, I love this shit.
I came back upgraded, even though I fucked up my shit, but
you did.
I ain't even mad.
That was the funniest episode ever.
But I'm not mad.
I had so many people hit me up. Cause I was like, yo, I'm not even gonna drop a spoiler. They're gonna have to watch it, and I don't even know what episode it was.
Yeah.
But whatever it was, there was like 10 minutes of there that was comedy gold. That was probably the best time I ever had on this podcast, bro.
Right. So
anyway, go ahead.
So
bro.
I'm thinking about it, right?
Fuck,
like, yo,
down in the history,
yeah,
bro.
son. And upgraded, left and came back upgraded, right? So we got to keep upgrading because we all have our fucking definition of success. I was watching Heart to Heart, talking to John Cena. And John Cena was talking about that. Like, he's like, well, what's your definition of wealth? And then Kevin broke his down. John broke his down. And it was like, yeah, it's deep, right? Because everybody's definition of success and wealth is different. And I can't knock you for your definition. So you do what you got to do.
Right.
And I want you to win. I want everybody to win.
Right.
But you got to believe in you if you're going to win. You can't say you want to win and then not believe in you. So, right? It's tough because people use you try to push some people and like it says, right? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And it's sad because it's like, yo, you know how big you could grow if you just took this one step. If you just swam a little bit further.
A little bit past the quit.
Like,
a little
you
bit
don't
past
understand
the quit.
how you don't know how much it would change for you and you could do great things. And people don't want to do it. They're scared to take that dive. So like I said, when I bought my shit, fuck it. I took that dive because I was like, yo, I gotta win. There's no chance.
But you were like, there is no failure. You just said, I'm winning.
There's no failure. I can't.
Listen,
I burned my boats. At that point, I burned my boats. I was like, yo, bankrupt again if we fuck this up.
I'm out here looking like Floki. I need a Floki to build a new boat, and Floki ain't out here.
That's why
y'all don't know. Y'all need to watch Vikings because Floki was the man when the boat building, but you ain't have a Floki.
Yeah, nah.
So therefore, you was like, I'm hit.
Yeah, that's why. Fuck it. I got my truck. I'm pulling my shit, and I'll go where I gotta go.
I bet. So, I like all that. I like that story because I get motivation from that, right? Because it's like, yeah. Because some people say I'm winning, and I go, am I? I'm not like. I'm not.
Depends on the definition. It's perspective. So.
But I don't. Also, I'm bad with compliments. I'm super awkward.
No, I get it.
I hate them. Because it's always like, oh, you doing good? I'm like, yeah, but my fam, look at how bad my...
But that's because we're all self-critical. Like, we're always going to be our biggest judge, our biggest judges, our biggest critics.
I don't do that. That's not why I'm doing it. I'm not doing it for self-critic.
No, I'm just saying, but it's just like...
No, I respect your opinion.
People be like, you know what I'm saying? They'll be like, yo, you're doing it. You're doing what you got to do. And you're like, am I though? Because you know what you're going through, right? Nobody really knows what we're going through. No, I don't know what you're going through. You don't know what I'm going through. But we have a connection. We understand.
Right.
We feel things, right? So we're like, yo, something's off, right? Or something's on. Like, oh, you feeling this? Oh, you're not feeling this. So get the fuck out of here, right?
Right.
But you gotta fucking be tuned into it and know what's going on.
Right. And that's one. Right. And that's one way to do it. I think when I say I'm bad with compliments, is because internally I'm like, I am killing it.
So fucking say it.
No.
Because it is what it is sometimes. Because you believe in you too, right? So I get it, right? Because sometimes it's arrogance. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's just like I am. I've been busting my ass. I've been doing this, and this every day. I've been doing these 30 push-ups every day. There's 100 push-ups. There's 100 burpees every day. So yeah, I could run 5 miles, and I'm gonna do it because I've been doing it.
Right.
You know, I put in the work to get here. Now we all feel different sometimes because, because then we feel like, am I though? Or I know I'm killing it. So if you know you're killing it, fuck it. Why not say that you're killing it?
Like I said, I know I'm killing it. Right? But when somebody goes, yo, you're killing it, I go, I'm trying. Because I don't need validation from an outside point of view. Like, I respect it. I respect it. When somebody tells me that, I internally go, fuck, I am doing pretty good, right? Like, I'm doing pretty fucking good. They're peeping. Obviously, I'm doing good. And I know I'm doing good. I know I'm doing good. I'm killing it.
That's what I'm saying. So you could be like, I'm killing it. I
know that. Within me, though, I don't need to go, yeah, that's right. You know what it is.
But you don't have to say that. You don't have to say that. I get it.
But I go with the, I'm trying.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Because I don't need to go, you right.
No, exactly. You don't.
This is just me. I'm not saying that everybody has, I'm saying me.
Yeah, it depends on the it depends on the context, right?
I don't care who it is.
Exactly, but it depends on the context because like you said, I know I'm killing it. I've been killing it. Or you're like,
but that's internal.
I'm working it. I'm doing what I got to do.
Because it's like, I don't need to.
Exactly.
Because I don't know if his intentions were like, I want to get there one day.
Yeah.
So let me just say, yo, you killing it. And imagine if I go, I know, right? He's gonna be like, God damn. Right? I don't like that. That's you already lost that person. But if I go, I'm trying, the person who hasn't got there yet is like, oh, that means I can too. Mm-hmm. But if I was like, I know, right? Get the.
Yeah.
You know what? I want to touch on something else. We're gonna switch off of this real quick because we're already in 32 minutes, right? We got about another half hour. I got some shit about to go down, but one thing.
This is just a test.
No, it ain't a test. This is not a test. This is 7 months back, and you out here.
This is just a test.
This is,
you know what I'm saying?
This ain't a test. This is what me and you do. You know what I mean? This is what me and you do. This is what the AWOL podcast with the homie Aunt Kenny be like. It's just random. Like I said, I got the most unreleased episodes. Right? Anyway, so I will
stay
say
that
this.
way.
Oh no, I'm gonna get a Patreon. No, I'm gonna get a this one's going on. No, we good. We good on this one. This one be good. This one be good. If y'all hit the comments up and go, I wanna hear the unreleased ones. Maybe.
Yeah, we have to put those out for pay.
Hop up in the comments if you wanna hear the unreleased episodes of me and him.
10 grand.
No, come on. Let me. Shh. Shh. I don't shush nobody, but shh.
Shoosh.
If you want to hear the unreleased episodes, leave a message in the comment, and I'll make a private playlist, and I will invite people who actually want to hear it. But
10,000.
I'm gonna have to have y'all sign an NDA.
10,000, yeah, but 10,000. If you gotta listen, this is a joint venture, bro.
No, it's not.
It's yeah.
No, it's not.
It's unreleased episodes.
This is my shit.
It's unreleased.
Time out. You're a guest, and I appreciate you, but this is my shit. You already know what it is. This is my shit. Come on, man. I'm Mac. This is my shit. Relax. You gotta relax. This is my shit.
Oh,
anyway,
relax.
You gotta relax. Good. This is my shit. So now, off of that, we got another. Let's segment off of another segment off of the real estate, money, wealth, power. Let's go to a social a social dynamic of what is going on right now, where me and you have let me rephrase that. We both have the same definition of context, where context matters and context doesn't matter. But when people say something out of context, or people take something out of context, it's like, why'd you say that? It's like, bro, you didn't hear the last 5 minutes of what I said, so you took it out of context.
Yeah, perception. Perception's a motherfucker.
On context, what do you or do you not feel that context matters? Do you or do you not feel in a logical, not a feeling, in a literal way?
This is the funniest part. Is that's why I love it, because context always matters.
Thank you.
And
Thank
I've
you. That's
always for
Thank
all
you.
of us
Thank you.
for all of my life, I've always checked people on their context, and they get upset. And I'm like, sorry, you're saying this shit out of context. What do you really mean? And they're like, oh, you know what? No, I don't know what the fuck you mean. I don't know what the fuck you're thinking. I don't know what the hell's going on in your head.
Out of context.
Yes. What you're saying is out of context. You say that whatever it is, Spigot. You know what? I was watching Heart to Heart, right? And
I don't know what that is.
It's a show with Kevin Hart where he sits down with other people. So he had Don Cheadle. I wanted to watch the episode with Don Cheadle. And
this is new?
No, it's been going on for a minute. I guess it's on third season.
On what platform?
I was watching that thing on Peacock.
Oh, fine.
I know.
Anyways,
right? So
anyway.
It's like, that's the thing. People take shit out of context. They say shit out of context, but then they act like you're supposed to understand what context they're speaking in. That's why I've always said.
Can I get an example?
Context doesn't matter, but it always matters. So, all right, my biggest example that I could always use for people taking shit out of context is I make money or I earn money. And it's like, you make it, and you don't have to show up. You earn when you got to show up. So every day that every dollar, like when I go to the metal yard, I'm earning that dollar because I'm showing up to the metal yard. I'm dropping off what I got to drop off, and I'm getting that dollar. I'm earning that shit because I showed up. When I'm making it, I don't got to show up.
That's rent. When you
I don't got to show.
rent.
Yeah, I don't got to show up for my rent. I don't have to show. That's just the first is there.
Let me get that money.
Oh, you're late on the 5th. Well, this is what it is, and I don't want to kill you. I just want to make shit fair. Right, because I'm trying to be fair. So even right. So perfect example. Right now the market's crazy. You could get a 3-bedroom, $3,000 or more. 2-bedroom, 2,000. 1-bedroom, ridiculous. So what if you can get a 2-bedroom for $1,200? What if you get a 2-bedroom from $900? And then it comes time to pay that $900, and then you're like, oh, I don't have it. Yeah, but $900. The market is $3,000 for this apartment, and you're only paying $900. You can't come up with the $900. Like, come on, like do your part, because I'm hooking you up in this market. So, and that's the thing, right? In real estate, rents never go down. But why? Why is that like the narrative? Why does rents always have to go up? Why can't rents be where they need to be? Right? I don't need to kill you for an apartment $2,500 a month if my mortgage is $1,000. Fuck it. $600. And you pay the water bill. I got everything else. Right? Or you get your own internet. I got everything else. And it's like, but that's that 900. Come up with that 900. Get that 900. That's it. Because everybody else would be dying to get that $900 spot. You know what I'm saying? You got 1,500 square feet. People is paying more for 800 square feet.
Because
right?
where they at.
Yeah. So do what you gotta do.
Right. So now, back to the context aspect of it.
So that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. People say shit out of context and they're like, oh, but you know what I mean? I don't know what you mean. Because you busted your ass for that overtime. And you got it. And I'm happy for you because I've done it. But I busted my ass. But I won't say I made that money because I didn't make that money. I earned the fuck out of that money. When I busted my ass and did 24 hours in a weekend because the fucking the everything got contaminated and the humidity went up and the fucking temperature in storage.
For those that don't know, he used clean
Right?
surgical equipment for
Right?
surgery.
Yeah, so
just in case y'all don't
when
understand.
all that shit
gotta
happens,
go back. There's so many episodes.
Yeah, like it's on
Y'all
you.
already know
It's
what
on
it is.
you.
Shout out to the OG AWOL podcast fans. Like, share,
Right?
subscribe.
So when you do all that, it's like I
Right.
busted my ass for. I got this overtime. Yeah, you kidding? Oh, your check was real nice. Yeah, motherfucker, my check was nice because I fucking was up for 24 hours in 2 days and earned the fuck out of that money. I sacrificed for that shit.
Right.
And people don't get it. Oh, are you doing what you... Yeah, I'm doing what I got to do to get where I got to go. It's what I got to do. I got to buy this, spend this $22,000 and say this $400.
Right.
You know, it all goes back to that. So, you know, context matters. It always matters. But people always talk like it doesn't matter. So, it doesn't matter. Or when does it matter? Who dictates when it matters?
I will say this. I think context, this is a personal opinion. I think context always matters.
Yes.
Now, I know that me and you are on the same page as that. I know this. Context always matters.
Yes.
That's why I like the spin that you're putting on it. Because you're spinning it as in, well, obviously you don't. Because if this dude could play rugby with females, obviously context doesn't matter, no?
No, exactly.
To this day! Yo, that was my
To this day,
Yo,
right?
that was
So
my mistake.
context always matters.
Yo,
and
so-
that's why I love the play.
Time out.
Because to this day, it
Was-
always matters.
Bro, that was my mistake.
I know. That was crazy. And it was dope at the same time. Because
Yo,
it's the pinnacle. It's
Time
exactly, it's the exclamation point.
I need y'all to rewind this. If you think that I did that on purpose, I need you to rewind it and peep game. And I just went, I don't even
know, because I don't even think you did that.
I hit it by mistake, and it came in my headphones, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Uh-huh.
And it dropped perfectly.
I know.
People are gonna think, "Oh, he trolling. He did that on purpose."
Nah,
I don't
that's
give a fuck.
crazy.
I know what it is. You know what I'm saying? But anyway,
Yeah.
what the fuck? That shit was wild.
Yeah.
Anyway, but me and you understand that context matters. But I do get what you're saying, that obviously it don't.
But I think that everybody understands that it matters.
Everybody
just-
does.
I feel like everybody does understand that context matters, but they want to excuse themselves for speaking out of context. So guess what? Speak out of context because it's our fucking right.
Ooh, can I ask you a question? I think it's opposite of what you just said. We're on the same page. Rock with me. Rock with me for a second. I think they all know it matters, but they take it they don't speak out of context. They say that you are speaking out of context.
Well, exactly, because
You get what I'm saying?
Yes,
like,
no.
they're not like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
No,
like, no,
exactly.
I'm speaking within context.
No, exactly, and that's
But
the,
you're acting like I said it wild.
So that's
No, I
the
didn't.
that's the paradigm, right? Is that we speak out of context because context is a matter of perception. So you perceive me to be speaking out of context. I perceive you to be speaking out of context, but we're all speaking in our own context.
Okay. But you know what? I like that too. That's another thing we got to dive into. I like the fact that you said that we perceive that, right? But I
Perception's
also
a
think
motherfucker.
perception is a motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
But I also feel that there is a universal context within human beings where you go, hey, man,
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
I
that's
didn't mean it
reasonable.
like that.
Yeah, exactly. That's when we speak about, like, when we're talking about shit, we go deep into gun laws, right? When you talk about gun laws, and it's like, would a reasonable person do what you did in this situation? So, would a reasonable person stand up and throw a football at that TV. A reasonable person wouldn't.
No.
Exactly. So we all know there's a context, and it matters because the context is reasonable. Now, what's reasonable? Now, what's reasonable? To define reasonable.
Now you go to the person.
Yes. So.
But I still feel. But like I said, we can go that route on. Every person has their own reasonable context.
But that's what the jury is for.
But there's like a 20. Fuck it. You know what? I'll give the percentage a higher percentage.
Mm-hmm.
I'd go 65% of the population of America. I'm not going to talk about the world, but I could even add that percentage to that.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go 65% of Americans understand the same context.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? 35% go, let me throw the football at the TV.
Exactly. No, exactly.
Right? So now, this is what I'm saying. If the majority
that's reasonable.
understands what the fuck I meant.
Yeah.
So if I go, I ran into this Puerto Rican at the liquor store and he had a blade on him. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's why you gotta be talking about Hispanics got knives on them?
Uh-huh.
You profiling, you're race baiting, you're doing this, you're doing that, and you're stigmatizing, and you're doing that. It's like, yo, listen, I don't know about you, but I'm Spanish. I grew up around Puerto Ricans. 9 times out of 10, they probably got a blade on them. It's funny, even if it's not real. It's almost real. It's almost real.
But it's your context, right?
But it's my context.
Exactly.
But my thing is 65% would go, yeah.
Yeah.
And even if he's lying, bro, I'm not at Harvard making this speech. I'm on Twitter.
Exactly.
I'm on Facebook. So why are you taking what I'm saying as if like I'm like about to try to get a Nobel Peace Prize by saying that many Puerto Ricans got knives or blades in their mouth? That's not, bro, I'm having a good time. But if you say that, the 35% go, what the fuck? And somehow the 35% can overpower the 65%.
No, yeah.
And that's scary when the minority can go, the majority's wrong.
But
that's crazy
at some point, it always flips. It's like the wheel of gentrification, right? Because the silencers end up becoming the silenced. And the cycle goes back and forth and all over again and again and again. And it's just what it is. Like, I have this big thing about educators silencing anybody because you're an educator and you're supposed to be, you're trying to say that what you're saying is the right thing, but you have to analyze everything.
Right.
You can't just shut somebody off and say, no, that opinion is wrong. Unless we're talking about math. Math is straightforward, right? When we're talking about math,
1 and 1 is 2.
Yes.
What the fuck?
You can't show me how 1 and 1 is 4, and we
could discuss that.
Yes, and then if you got all right, fuck it, then it's 4. But until you can't, right?
It is what it is.
1 and 1 is 2.
Right.
So, but a lot of people take life to be math, and life isn't math. Like 1 and 1 isn't 2 in life because the gray is dark or light. It's not just black and white. Life ain't black and white, right? Math is black and white. Life ain't black and white. There's gray. There's equations. There's fucking square roots and tangents and sin and like right? So
I had to put a flag in that.
So life is not algebra, right? But life is fucking chemistry. It's not basic math. Right? Life ain't basic math. Life is math. It's math. But it's not basic math. It ain't 1 and 1 is 2. Because 1 and 1 is 2 when these certain factors.
And I don't even think it's math at all. I get what you're saying. I don't think it's math at all. Because any math can get figured out. We could go on some Einstein and E equals MC. But numbers are numbers.
Yeah.
They have their own properties. Life is more like biology.
Yes.
Like, bro, there's undiscovered species and parasites. We don't know what the
That's
fuck is going on.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro, that
yeah,
shit
the equation is different.
Crazy,
the equation
son.
is different. That's why I say life is not. It's not. It's complex math. It's not.
I don't even think it's that. I don't even. I think what you said was perfect. It's not math at all.
It's
Cause I don't know. I suck at math, bro. But I don't know if there's any math other than like quantum physics or some shit that is like, we guessing.
Yeah.
If we talk about math, guessing math, quantum physics or whatever, I bet. But if we talk about division, numbers, life ain't that.
It's not. It's not.
And bro,
life
that
is not
shit,
black and white. It's gray.
Now I gotta go out.
And the gray is variations in the gray. So it's like,
bro, now I gotta go out and write a whole paper on how life is a math because of you. I've been out here writing papers for the last 3 weeks on multiple subjects.
Life isn't math,
and they're
bro.
all semi-finished. Now I gotta go out.
Fuck it.
I
Life
put a
isn't
note,
math.
and now I have to write another paper.
I need a copy.
When I'm done with it.
Life isn't. But life isn't math. And like
this is why I wanted this.
And we think it is, but it's not.
Bro,
and that's the problem, right? So,
go ahead. My bad.
Like, I talked to this guy. Right, I met this guy at the bank. Shit, it's like this, right? Realtor stories. I met this guy at the bank. Says, how much could I get for my house? I don't want nobody going in my house. Well, if you want me to give you a fair, he didn't want nobody going in his house. He's like, I want to sell my house. I think I want to sell my house. I don't know what's my house.
He didn't want to open house it.
What's my house worth? But he don't want to. Yeah, but he don't want nobody going. Okay, you want an investor to buy your house? What do you want for your house? Speak to me.
Well, put booties on.
Yeah, right. So he's talking like he don't want to answer my calls. I text him. He tells me my 909 number is a red flag. Why is me having a California number a red flag?
Like, yo, fam, I've been around.
Dog.
I've been around.
I lived in California.
Was that Mace? I've been around.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, I've been around the world. Yes, Mace, yo. So it's like this ain't no joke. Like, I'm not trying to fucking game you. I don't give a fuck. That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Like,
why does it matter?
I don't give a fuck. Like, dude, if you want to sell your house, you don't want to sell your house. I don't care. I want to just go in your house and give you an objective opinion of what you like. Listen, you say your house is worth $500,000. Guess what? I want to get you that $500,000. I don't give a fuck if it's worth $10. Right?
Right.
Because it's your shit. So get what you want for your shit. I'm just gonna be sitting here and be like, yo, look, I know you want this, but this is what you could realistically get. If you want to keep fighting for this, I will keep fighting for this. I don't give a fuck. I'll sit there and deal with everybody and be like, yo, guess what? He wants $10 million. I don't give a fuck what you think it's worth. He wants $10 million. It's worth $10 million to him.
Right.
So give him the $10 million.
But
like,
the number thing is wild to me.
Exactly, right? Because that's what I'm saying is that the price is the price that somebody's willing to pay. So it's like, what is your price? And that's why Ted DiBiase said everybody has a price. So everybody has a price. What's your price? So I don't care what's your price. I don't care what your price is. If you say your price is 10 million, your price is 10 million. If your price is 10 billion, your price is 10 billion. Now, until you get eminent domained out that motherfucker, get your 10 billion. Get your 10 billion. And I want you to get your 10 billion. I want you to get whatever the fuck number you think you deserve for your shit. I'm just going to be sitting here objectively saying, hey, this is what the market is saying.
Right.
We don't have to go with the market because I don't care. I'm not here for that. I'm here for you. So if you're like, yo, Aunt, I want you to sell my house. And I'm like, dude, how much you want for your house? And you're like, yo, 500,000. I'm like, yo, real honesty, your worth is worth 60. Right? And you're like, I don't care. I want 500. And I'm like, all right, let's get this 500. That's what you want, right?
Right.
You're like, I'm not selling. And I'm like, yo, you selling for 500? No, I'm not selling for nothing. 505. Right? Then I'm like, okay, I got you. Right? Where other people just gonna beat you in the head. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. You want to sell it for that? I don't care. You know what? Call me in 10 years. I'll call you in 10 years. You said 5 billion? Fuck it. I'll call you in 10 years when I got 5 billion on the table. Yo, he want to buy your house. And you're like, okay, here you go.
Or I might be like, it's a 1 bill now.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Or you're like, and I'm like, cool, got you. I got this guy over here. Elon said Elon said he paying it.
He about to build another SpaceX.
Elon said he paying it. So he's like, yeah, I'll give you that fucking 1 billion. Whatever you said, okay, I got you. I'm gonna pay that price, right? So what's your price? I don't care.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Realtors care what your price is. I don't give a fuck what your price is. I'm not that guy's gonna beat you in the head because I want you to sell for what I want you to sell for. No, I want you to sell for what you want to sell for. But I'm gonna be honest with you and tell you what it's gonna sell for.
Right.
And I'll tell you,
you're supposed to be on my side.
Yeah, here's your situation. Look, I know you want to spend this. I know you want to pay that, but here's the situation. You don't get this and you don't get that.
Right.
Because I go through the same situation. I want this and I want that, but I don't have this and I don't have that. I can't get there.
Right.
I need to do this. I got to pay this 10 grand. Pay that 10 grand off or put 15K more up and you could buy this house. Well, I don't have the 15K. Well, then we'll keep shopping.
Mm. And that even ties back into context.
Yeah.
If I had to say, because it's like the person selling the house is like, bro, you out of context.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not understanding what's going on right now, bro.
Exactly.
You think that you're like,
yeah, you're like, oh, I'm gonna get this guy. Oh, he gonna sell his house for 100,000. And you're like, nah, motherfucker. I told you what the number is. Until you come with that number, leave me the fuck alone. I'm gonna be sitting here in my backyard.
Sentimental value does not hold no weight.
It don't, but it does. Because do you have to sell? Until you get eminent domain, right? We'll use this as an example, right? The stew don't gotta go nowhere until you say the stew is out. The stew is going.
Right, but what I'm saying, but what I just said was context holds no sentimental value.
No.
My sentimental value holds no context.
Yeah, it's not
on what the market is saying.
Yes, because it's out of context. It's not my context.
That's what I just said.
Not your context. Yeah, exactly.
So, therefore, the world and the market is the context where they're like, yo, fam, I don't give a fuck if you want $1 million for your crib.
Yeah, but you don't have to sell.
It's $350 for your crib, fam.
Exactly.
I want $1 million.
Exactly.
You talking out of context.
You definitely talking out of context. But
in context, I'll give you $350, and that's generous.
And listen, in the market context, I'll give you $350.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
But in my context or your context,
yes,
in
as
your
the
context,
owner,
yes.
My context is.
Context matters. It always matters.
It always matters.
But the perspective of the context always changes. That's always the variable.
Depends who's on the holding that.
Again.
That the balance.
Again.
The
all right. So
balance.
right now, how much to buy you out of your house? How much to say, yo, fuck it. I want your house. Get the fuck out.
I don't know. I didn't do
tomorrow,
that math. I didn't do that math.
Exactly. If I was like 300, if I was saying 300, what would you say?
300,000?
Yeah, 300,000.
I'm not
exactly.
I'm not doing that.
$500,000.
I might be out.
You might be out.
I might be out for.
So if I'm like, exactly. So if I'm like, yo, $500,000, I get your house sold.
But see, can I say something though?
What's up?
Real quick. On a quick speed question, 300,000, not doing it.
Nah.
$500,000, I'm doing it. But then, as a person
contingent
that sold speakers out the side of a van, who's asking me? I'm a hustler.
Yeah.
So now.
But if you get your money, you good, right?
But now, the person asking me is like $300,000. I'm like, the fuck out of here. He's like $500,000. I'm like, But if I look in his eyes as a dude that sold speakers at the side of a van, and I go, $800,000, we got a deal.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, man, mind you, I'm praying for a $500,000 offer, right? But I'm not gonna let him know because you're already talking to me. I didn't come up to you asking, do you want to buy my crib? Let me finish. I didn't come up to you asking you, do you want to buy my crib? Right? So therefore, I'll take $500,000. Bro,
that's
the fuck. I ain't food.
So check it out.
Let me finish. I'm not food. I'll take $500,000. I'll take $500,000. But you asking me, not you. You asking me for this shit. So I'm like, 800,000 sentimental value. This is my first house. Listen, I had a puppy in here. I had to put the dog down. All I could see is the dog running around in my house. You know what I mean? Me and Shorty built this. Look at her decorations. Me and her ain't together no more.
Exactly.
You make that shit $750. We got a deal, family.
And
if they wanted that bad, they gonna be like, look, $625, not knowing that I would have took $500,000.
Yo, what if I'm like, what? Yeah, but what if they're like, you know what? Here, you said $650, right? And they're like, yo, here's $675.
Gimme.
Yo, and here, you want Gucci or Prada? And they're like, well, I don't know.
That.
Exactly.
What do you mean by that?
Because you're $600,000 in the Gucci bag or the Prada bag. Which bag you want your cash in?
Oh, yeah. Because once again, I still won, though.
Because this is cash, right? Exactly. No, exactly. Because in your context, you won. You're like, yo, I got what I wanted from my shit.
Right. Because day off, I would have took $5.
Yes.
No. Yeah. No.
They would have took $5, but
I would have took $5.
You would have took $5, but they gave you more than $5.
Right, because I G'd them.
Yeah, and you exactly.
Because context matters.
Exactly.
On what I'm saying. So your thought of context doesn't matter. I like it because a lot of people. That's another episode because I don't think we got into that. We already deep in here. We already out here deep. But that's another episode that we're gonna talk more on context. So this was a heavy real estate episode, which I like. Because I think people need to understand this. You get what I'm saying?
Like, yeah, you know what? If you need to understand more, if you understand more, you want to like holler at me.
Yeah.
If you want to understand more, holler at me. You can see me.
Shout your shit out. No, for real.
Shit, I know.
I'm boys. Shout
no,
your
I
shit
know
out.
for real. Like fuck it.
Shout
Anthony
your
Kenny.
office out.
Find me out. LGI Realty, Daniel Pujols Realty.
Say that.
We
Say
out
that.
here.
Say
Daniel
that.
Pujols Realty.
Who knows who?
We on Woolbridge Avenue. If you pass the runner, you went too far. Come holler at me. Let's help you get the house of your dreams or sell the house of your dreams, whatever.
And
I'll shoot straight. I don't care. Like, I want you to win. I don't care if I win.
Let's all win.
I'm going to win by you winning. So as long as you get what you happy and you want it,
I win too.
I'm winning.
I don't need to be
Need nothing. I don't need nothing else because if you happy, I'm happy. So we winning. So
and
whatever
we can
that
build
means.
a relationship.
So whatever that means, right? So I don't care. If I got gas money and you got your dream house, I'm happy. We won. We both won. Cause I did what I had to do, right? You know what? I was driving down this block anyways. So you know what? I drove down the block with you, and we got you your dream house. I'm happy for you.
And
cause I was already here.
Within that, and in the context of happiness, everybody won.
Everybody won.
And that's
exactly.
within context.
Within context, exactly.
Of happiness.
Because you won, I won, we won.
So it does matter.
It does. It always matters.
It always matters.
It always matters.
So I appreciate you.
It always matters.
This ain't the last, bro. You already know. You might as well be a co-host. I appreciate you for real.
I don't know if you're not ready for that.
No,
probably
not.
Get T on the phone.
We're gonna do a
TNT.
We're gonna have to do a live one.
We'll do a TNT.
What?
We're gonna do a TNT from the trailer. How about that? Context doesn't matter from the trailer. Outside.
When you start your shit.
Fireside chats, baby. For real,
Damn,
fireside
bro, you
chats.
giving out the names?
Yo,
on the air now, I gotta edit this out.
Nah, yo, fireside chats. I want everybody to look out for fireside chats. We're gonna pull up in the
don't
trailer.
Don't worry about it. It's already Googled and copyrighted by the time this come out.
Yeah, yo, go wherever you gotta go. Yo, pull up. I'm gonna pull up to where you at, right? It don't even matter.
Context doesn't matter.
It don't matter.
That's what I'm saying. It
does matter. But it does matter.
Anyway, yo, for real.
It always matters.
For real.
It always matters.
Good looking for coming here. You always pull up. You always have good conversations on air, off air, sober, sipping on some drinks, doing whatever we do. I really, 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 really do appreciate you. You're probably the only person that keeps me on my toes when it comes to a debate and a conversation, that teaches me patience. And I 1,000%, I'm not even talking shit, I 1,000% appreciate you for that. You're the only person that keeps me on my toes. No disrespect to anybody I talk to. I don't want y'all to take it like that. I'm just saying. This is like when you go to the gym and spar, when it comes to if you could spar in the gym with hands and feet, I mentally spar with him. And when I have conversations outside of whatever, I was always Gucci with it. But I never honed my skills with a better opponent than you. And the thing is that we homies, we family, we brothers, and I love it. as aggy as we get with each other, it's still all love. And I really, really, really do appreciate you, bro. And you're always welcome here. And we're probably going to do 50 more of these. Hopefully, you have me on your shit that you didn't start yet, which is going to be a tease. But stay tuned for that.
That's what I'm saying. Fireside chats. Context doesn't matter, right? Because context
one of
matters.
those names is going to pop because homie ain't copyright them shits and he's talking out of shit. And I'm not going to edit it. You know why? Because it's my shit and you signed the waiver.
It don't even matter.
We out here, B.
I'm good.
AWOL podcast. You already know what it is. Like, share, subscribe. Stay tuned. Once again, shout out to the homie Bobby Krills, Heart of the City podcast. And with that being said, we out of here, baby.